Oh, sorry about that, guys. I didn't see you there. I was just enjoying some coffee. While I enjoy this game, once again, called Tussle Cat, a visual novel where you get to date humans and/or cats. I haven't figured that out because it's really creepy. No, it's not creepy. It's mysterious. All right. So last time, wait, hold on. Good coffee. So last time, I got a job, and I was going to paint the town red, but apparently I got lost, and I didn't end up painting anything, but it was a nice walk. As I head home, I get this distinct feeling of being followed. I didn't really know that was a thing that actually happens, but it's hard not to notice when you see some movement out of the corner of your eye. I turn around, a sleek black cat stands in the middle of the road. It sits down when we make eye contact and thumps its tail testily against the pavement. It's got different colored eyes. I guess heterochromia really is pretty common in cats, huh? Should I, try to bring it to the cafe? They take care of strays there after all. I should try. I crouch down as slowly as I can and reach my hand out toward the cat, beckoning it. It doesn't move. I make those little smoochy noises that seem to work on some cats. It works on Tigger sometimes. He perks up sometimes and looks over, and then sometimes he just friggin' ignores me. He also annoys me sometimes. Anyway, I love my cat. This one doesn't seem terribly impressed. It pins its ears back and it looks away. Still, for a moment before standing up, it looks away. Still for a moment before standing up and slinking into an alley. I guess I should just leave this to the professionals. It's time to celebrate. I'm gonna wreck this pizza. I grabbed from Pizza Lloyd's on the way home. I picked up a can of wet cat food for Mochi from the corner store too. I figured we both deserve a celebration. Ugh. Giving a cat wet cat food is... Ugh. I guess it depends on... It doesn't matter. You don't want to know about bathroom habits of cats. Mochi, get your fat lump out here. I have good news. No answer or indication he's even in the same room. You know, he never even asked how my day was. I know how to do this. I walk over to this food bowl and crack the lid of the wet food. In a flash, he's at my feet, tail shaking like a rotor behind him. Come here, you big moron. I give him a little scratch behind the ears before I dump half the can into his bowl, and the feeding frenzy begins. He acts like I never feed him. Why? Why, cats? Why? Whatever, I'm going to do the same thing to this pizza. After a quick jaunt to free myself from the shackles of non-pajama clothing, I flop back down on the couch, dinner in hand, laptop in my face. Oh! It looks like there's a new Jelly Donut video. It's a video of her sleeping in a donut box. I love that dumb internet cat. She's always doing something ridiculous. I wonder how her owner gets her to do these tricks. That flooring seems familiar. Where are these filmed? I spend the rest of the evening picking through the video archives. I can feel myself sinking into the bread dough couch cushions. Meow! It's so early. What's his problem? Meow! I bet he just wants another half of the wet food. This is why I don't get it for him this often. I excavate myself from the couch and do what I can to mitigate the bedhead situation I have going on. What time is it anyway? Grab my phone to check. 7:40? Aw, hell. I'm gonna be late for the first day of work. I take the world's fastest shower, but there's no time to dry my hair. I'll have to hope I run fast enough the wind resistance does the job for me. No time to sort through my duffel. I'm gonna have to throw whatever looks cleanest. It's not like Graves said anything about a dress code, so whatever. It looks very... The World Ends With Me. Or The World Ends With You? Yeah, that, game. It was good. It was a good game. Anyway, Mochi trails me closely, howling more incessantly along the way. It's like he doesn't care about my punctuality at all. No time to mix the wet food the way he likes it. I dump a scoop of kibble into the bowl on my way out of the door. I haven't seen a cat so offended since the one that watched me mess up coffee. They can both deal with it. I can't believe I'm almost late to my first day of work. At my first job even. What a great first impression to leave. Thanks for hiring me. Avery the Flake. I start out in a full sprint to the cafe, but it's only a 10-minute walk, so it looks like it might not be as bad as I thought. If I run, I can make it in less time. Here it is, a cat spa. I got a good look at it when I was here yesterday, but it feels totally different when it's your workplace, you know? It's kind of nice to think about. Hey, Avery! Landry peeks his head out from the doorframe and waves me in. It's everybody! I'm surprised by how many people are standing around. Graves, Landry, and Hayes are there, but so are a few others I have never seen. I only see a few cats right now, but they all seem utterly disinterested in everything we're doing. Cats. They're all piled in a sleep cluster by the window. I feel a little embarrassed that I'm so disheveled, but I'd rather be on time with wet hair than late and looking perfect. Good, you decided to challenge this morning's sun after all. Now that the star is here, we can start the show. Still as weird as yesterday, I say. Caught another sucker, boss? That's esteemed coworker to you, Reese? You just keep collecting these strays. Before we get too far, everybody should introduce themselves to Avery. Avery, we've already met and you already know Graves. Did you meet Hayes yesterday? Briefly. Hello, Hayes. Hello. He looks like he's going to try to slip between the cracks on the tile. Oh, he's so cute! How does a guy like this handle a job that deals with people? Hayes is a great barista. He's great help in the kitchen, but he likes to spend a lot of his time with the cats too. Hayes flashes me a quick look. The side of his mouth upturns ever so slightly, like he's trying to smile, but he's out of practice. I reach out to shake his hand, he practically bracing for impact. Before I reach him, a bright light flashes at the corner of my vision. Is that a camera? Oh, sorry, sweetie. I thought I turned the flash off. I whip my head around to the other side of the lineup. The girl on the end is aiming her phone directly at me. Sorry, don't mind me. I just want to commemorate our new employee. I'm Finley, and I take care of social media. I like Candid, so I'll try again later when you've forgotten about it. Finley is also Graves. I know what you're going to say. Don't ruin the surprise. Graves lets out, I love her hair. Like, it's just like, oh my god. I love it. Graves lets out a soft bark of a laugh. All right. You tell Avery whenever you're ready. Thank you. The two in the middle of the lineup look beyond impressed. One is the smart mouth guy, Reese, and the other looks like someone I wouldn't want to mess with. Finley puts her hand on the shoulder of the tough-looking woman standing next to her. Since she's not going to introduce herself, this is Mason. She's our head chef. Or our only chef, I guess. Well, nice to meet you both. Yeah. Finley reaches up and places her hand against the back of Mason's head. She pushes her hand forward, forcing Mason to nod. I'm amazed Mason is putting up with this. Wow, this is the most you've spoken all day. She likes you already, Avery. Mason makes a quick little noise that could either be a laugh or a grunt. Maybe it was both. How kind of you all to save the best for last. I'm Reese, and I'm the one you'll be answering to after Graves, so you better stay on my good side. I would have sworn Landry was second in command here, so I don't know what this kid's talking about. I didn't even see him at all during the interview yesterday. I'm on cat detail today, but don't think that means I won't be keeping an eye on you. Cat detail must mean taking care of the cats. Obviously. I'm learning quickly. I don't know why the second in command would be so eager about telling me he's gonna clean litter boxes today. Maybe it's a weird status thing here? Ew. I'll be on my best behavior then, I guess. Good. Okay, that should be everybody then. Avery, you'll be training with me today. I hope that's okay. That's fine with me. It looks like I'm no longer needed. I have other work to do. You know where to find me. Graves slinks to the back of the cat cafe. Or the cafe. I think I can hear footsteps on creaky stairs. Mason and Hayes disappear after him. Avery, did you have breakfast? We're gonna have something to eat before work, if you'd like to join us. It's tradition. That sounds great. I fed my cat, but I forgot to feed myself. Reese has already seated himself at the long booth seating along the wall. Okay. He scoots two of the tables together and Landry pulls over another chair. Great, just sit and relax. Mason's just finishing up breakfast. I move to take a seat, but Finley blocks my path. Avery, before you sit down, I have a question for you. Sure, what's up? Okay, is that... Her voice drops almost conspiratively. She leans in to whisper. That's an IKEA shirt, isn't it? He's my favorite too. Oh, what? IKEA? From Blast Zone? From what? Look, you don't have to play dumb. I get it. No, I really don't know what this is. Is that like a show? Is this shirt from something? Oh, no. Never mind. Don't worry about it. But now you've got my interest. Yeah, I want to know more. But now you have my interest. What is Blast Zone? I don't know if it would be your type of game after all. Oh, it's a game. I like games. Try me. Well, it's a story about men's passions clashing in a life or death struggle. Sounds dangerous. Oh, it is. But it is also romantic. Romantic like love blooming on the battlefield? That type of thing? Yeah, I think you do get it. Maybe I'll lend it to you sometime, if you prove yourself worthy. I'm not really sure what it involves, but sure. Okay. She gives me a grin and then a wink, then takes a seat at the table next to Reese. I noticed that somebody set the table I was talking to Finley. Mason and Hayes should be out in a minute, Avery. Come sit down. Sure. Where should I sit, though? What if there's some unspoken rules against this sort of thing in placing? You never know with new groups. Landry answers the conundrum for me by beckoning me to the seat between him and Bailey. Quietly, I take the seat. Mason emerges from the back with a large tray balanced atop each hand. Oh, she's all like cooking and stuff. One tray has a giant stack of French toast. The other is some kind of egg thing. I'm not sure, but it looks amazing. Whoa. I had no idea how hungry I was until just now. She sets the trays down in front of us and then returns to the kitchen. I hope she gets back soon because I'm about to be on that egg thing like Muchi was on wet food. Mason returns a few moments later, cradling 6 empty coffee cups in her arms. Hayes follows in tow, carefully balancing a carafe full of coffee. They set the cups and carafe on the table and take their seats. Hayes' butt barely hits the chair before he starts to dig in. I'm a little afraid that I'll lose my hand in the fray if I try to jump in now, but I'm so hungry. Landry reaches an arm out from behind the fortress of French toast slices. He lightly bats at Reese's hand as it reaches for the syrup pitcher. Save some for Avery. Geez, calm down. You're the one stealing all the food. I haven't taken any more than usual. Breakfast is important. While everybody shouts and chatters across the table, I help myself to a bit of everything. I'm not used to eating a real breakfast, especially one that didn't come out of a microwave. I'm gonna savor this. Wow, this is amazing. Mason, what is this egg thing? Mason's eyebrow shoots up. She looks at me like I grew another nose. Frittata. Is that like a souffle? It looks like it would be really hard to make. Just eggs and vegetables in a pan. Still, I know I wouldn't be able to make anything like this. It's really nice to have a real breakfast. What do you usually eat, Avery? Mostly cold pizza. Or toaster tarts, I guess. If I remember to get them. Mason glares like I just knocked her plate on the floor. She stares directly at me, through me, with a hard look in her eyes. You eat here now. Always. Can I still have pizza sometimes? Not for breakfast. Ever. I can hear Finley and Reese snickering. Okay, but other times are still okay, right? Mason rolls her eyes and gets back to her coffee. Reese stares up at me between bites of French toast. Avery, when we're done, we need to talk about dress code. Oh, Reese, don't start this again. Shh, it's an important part of new employee orientation. Landry passes a positively pained look at Reese. He glances at me, but a poke to the rib from Finley sends him staring back at his plate. Landry, you're such a mama bird sometimes. Lighten up. Avery, look at this place. We take our visual presentation very seriously here. Mason gives another grunt. Hayes places his empty plate and cup on Mason's plate and takes the stack into the back with the urgency of a tactical retreat. Graves and I expect a certain level of decor with the waitstaff. Is this about my outfit? I woke up a little late, so... No, this is about uniforms. Mason pushes her chair away from the table with enough force that it wobbles briefly on 2 legs. She stands up and takes my plate in one fell swoop. Opening soon, time to get ready. She picks up the now empty cast iron skillet with one hand and balances a few of the other plates atop. That looks heavy, but she's holding it like it's nothing. Come on. She stares me down and gestures to the back door with the head nod before she heads into the kitchen. Don't think you can run off so easily, Avery. You'll get written up if you don't have your uniform. What uniform? I want to help Mason and Hayes. I'm not liking Reese right now. Is Mason really the only chef here? That must take a lot of work. I bet she could use some help. Mostly I'm grateful she gave me an out. Whatever Reese is planning, it doesn't sound like anyone but Finley cares for it. No thank you. I think Mason and Hayes wanted my help though. Fine, if Mason needs help. But you're not off the hook for this just yet. Reese. Oh, come on, Landry, don't look at me like that. Something is definitely up. Whatever it is, I'm not gonna fall for it. Well, I'll be back once Mason says I'm done. I quickly retreat to the kitchen before Reese can delay me further. Oh, there's even I want that cat poster. So cute. Even though I work here now, I still feel like I'm trespassing on hollow ground. I've never been in a restaurant kitchen before. Heck, I'm barely in my own kitchen. It smells amazing. Almost enough to make me hungry all over again. Hayes is at the sink carefully scrubbing the iron skillet we used at breakfast. It looks like he's already got the dishes on lockdown, to be honest. Mason only spares me a glance. She's already back to work and it looks like there's a lot left to do. She dips a long spatula into a metal bowl and heaps a glob of frosting on top of a cake. It's mesmerizing watching her move as she works to smooth the frosting. Can I help? Any experience? With what, baking? Don't know why I asked. She doesn't bother looking up, but it feels like she doesn't have to see the cake to decorate it. I bet she could do this in her sleep. Don't touch anything. I want to help. You sure? I bet you're really busy though, are you sure? Babysitting takes longer than doing it myself. Come on, there's gotta be something I can help with. You did ask me to come back here for a reason, right? To save you from Reese. If you insist, carry those boxes out. She gestures to a pile of collapsed cardboard boxes sitting by the kitchen door. They're all much wider than my arms can go around and about half my height. What the heck were they shipping in there? Horses? Roger. Out where? Out back. Throw them wherever. You can count on me. No time for insignificant details like logistics or arm strength. I'm gonna do it. I try to wrap my arms around the flattened boxes, but I was right. My fingertips barely touch either side. I guess I can't pick them up in my hands either. They're too thick to grab from the top. Maybe if I balance the boxes on my feet like so and brace it with my hands like this? There! But now how do I walk to the door like this? I guess I could just waddle. Ha! I started a rough, sudden noise behind me. The cardboard slips from my hand and cascades to the floor in floppy, boxy avalanche. Ah! The sound happens again. I turn around, and though Mason is facing away from me, I could see her shoulders shaking ever so slightly. Is she laughing? I mean, it probably does look pretty pathetic, but I didn't think she would be the type to even know how to laugh. She seems like she'd get mad at me for goofing up. Use twine. Eh? Right there, on the counter. Wrap 'em. Oh. Yeah, whoops. There's some twine right there. With some effort, I collect the boxes again, then loop twine around a few times. She's totally right. Now I just have the string and I can drag them out. You look like you're gonna hang glide on those. Maybe if the wind kicks up, I'll give it a shout. Ha. Oh, look at that. She's trying to laugh. Well, she's trying not to laugh. I look over and even Hayes is laughing a little. Though when I shoot him a quick smile, he hurries back to the kitchen and resumes scrubbing with fervor. Those two are tough customers, but I'll bet they're not bad once you get to know them. And I'm gonna do just that. Hopefully. Anything else I can lend my muscles to do? Lend these muscles to do today? Got plenty of muscle of my own. Oh, okay. Well, let me know if you need any help. I guess I should find Landry Randolph too. He's training me today after all. I think he went upstairs. I head over to the foot of the staircase, but a cat has taken station right in my path. Its sleeping belly up, stretched out to nearly the whole width of the step. Buddy, that's really cute, but that's a dangerous place to sleep. It doesn't dignify me with a response. Instead, the fat orange cat shimmies in place to settle itself even more. Gently, I nudge it to see if I can get the cat to move. Someone is going to trip on you if you don't move. That's not going to be fun for either of you. It opens one eye into a thin slit, then makes a murmuring noise and flicks its tail. This little tiger ain't going anywhere. This tiger isn't going anywhere, is it? All the cats here spoiled? Guess I'll have to pick it up and move it myself. I lean over to scoop it up, but as I do, a tiny orange and white bob-tailed cat whizzes past my feet. It stops on the step below the sleeping cat that raises one paw and bats the other cat squarely on the forehead. The sleeping cat wakes up and hops to its feet. It looks angry. Am I gonna have to break up a cat fight? Hey, you two? The bobtail flattens its ears and stares intently at the orange cat. They both perk up when they hear a voice from above. Ah, is Hash Brown sleeping on the stairs again? The orange cat, Hash Brown's I guess, trots away. Landry works his way down the stairs, eyes on the bobtail kitten. Was it really necessary to smack him? You should be nice. The bobtail turns its head in a wide arc, almost as if it's saying, okay, whatever, in response. It lazily struts over to the windowsill and takes up sentry. The cat's name is Hash Browns? Yeah. Graves names all the cats here. He comes with some interesting ones. What are some of their names? Well, at the moment there's Ramona, Shinsuke, Kotick, Owl, Bramblepelt, now Kisa, Valentine, Marina, Ein, Junta, Jambrand, and so on. Holy crap. Which one was that bobtail? Oh, his face falls. Why does he look so nervous? Why don't you ask Reese later? Huh? Is that his cat? Did he name it or something? Is it a bad name? No. Graves should have told you about. Let's get to work. It's time to open. Landry isn't having any more of this. He walks past me to the front door without a glance. He unlocks it and flips the sign from closed to open. And ta-da! Your first day at Cat's Paw has begun. Woo! And nobody's here. This is a little anticlimactic. Yeah. The mornings are usually pretty slow. It might pick up later. Oh, is it evening time? It didn't. At all. All day. Sure, a few people came in, and Landry had me wait their tables while he supervised. It went pretty well, and I made a couple bucks in tips, but that was it. Finley came down a couple times to check in, and I saw Mason and Hayes every time I went to the kitchen, but I didn't see Reese at all. Reese's bobtail cat, on the other hand, was all over the place. I think I see why he'd taken a shine to this one. They're both something. Not that I mind that it was slow, it just meant I got to play with the cats more. There are like 10 of them here? Maybe? I can't get a solid count on them. They seem to vanish sometimes. Looks like there are a lot of areas around here for them to hide. Thank you for your help today, Avery. Landry and Finley and I just finished wiping down the tables. Mason is gone before the cafe closed. I don't know where Hayes went. So how'd you like it? Is it always this quiet? I mean, not that I'm complaining. Not always. Tomorrow should be busier for sure. I've got plans. Oh, we should get here early then, huh? Don't say that like you're always early. Oh, I have to come in earlier? Don't worry too much about it, Avery. Just show up at your regular time. Okay, thanks. I can't imagine what busy means here. What, like 6 people in here at the same time? Got a little more work I've got a little more work I want to do on the blog, so you all go ahead. I'll close up if Graves doesn't get here to do it. Thank you. Avery, you can head out. Thanks. Are you leaving now? I could walk with you. I'll be out in a bit. You go ahead. Oh, alright. See you all tomorrow. Night. The door closes behind me with a jingle. I have a job. My coworkers are pretty cute. I get to play with cats. And if this works out, I should be able to afford a place of my own soon. Wait until my parents hear about this. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I can't help giving a little celebratory fist bump. All right. I think I just heard someone start a laugh behind me. I thought I said that was pretty quietly. I turn around to see who it is, but there's nobody here but a cat. 2 cats, actually. Cats from the cafe. Aww. Reese's cat, the Siamese cat to be precise, and the Siamese cat to be precise. I'm gonna break this down slightly and let you know that we figured out that these cats are actually the cafe workers, right? So little bobtail there is Reese, and then the little Siamese cat that's really scared is Hayes. Okay, cool. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure that's just them. Crap, how did they get outside? Did I let them out when I left? This is real bad. I'm pretty sure one of the first rules of working at a cat cafe is do not lose the cats. They're not looking at me anymore. Now's my chance. I start creeping towards both cats. If I move too suddenly, I might spook them. I only make it a few steps before I see the bobtail's ears swivel back to face me. Without turning the rest of the head, it takes a springing leap and heads down one fork in the road. The Siamese cat continues down the same path as casual as anything. I can't get them both, but I need to get at least one of them. I better decide who to go after. Follow the Siamese cat. Boop! The bobtail's onto me, clearly, but the Siamese cat hasn't picked up on it yet. My best chance right now is probably following the Siamese. It's gotten kind of far down the path. I better pick up my pace to catch up. I try to mimic those long strides Landry always takes to cover more ground, but that doesn't work out so well. Jogging's gonna be easier. Or not. My feet are falling harder on the ground and the cat notices. It's going faster now, so I better pick up the pace. I break out into a full run to follow him. Definitely knows I'm there now, but it doesn't matter. I have bigger legs, so I'm gonna catch up sooner or later. I'm a pretty good runner. I finally close the gap between us. Suddenly the cat screeches to a halt and jerks around to face me. Avery, stop it! Why are you chasing me? Because you got out? Wait, what am I saying? What are you saying? How are you saying this? It's me. Me. Hayes. Last I checked, Hayes was the guy with glasses. You didn't seem like pranking type Hayes. The Hayes cat is puffing up like a dusting brush. I feel bad this cat's getting caught up in whatever shenanigans they're trying to put me through right now. This seems like it should be against work procedure. He's telling the truth, Avery. The voice comes from behind me. I whirl around to see Landry, but he's not there. Down here. I readjust my gaze downward. Oh, come on. No, this isn't a joke, Avery. Landry cat takes a few steps past me and sits down in front of Hayes cat. Even as a Maine Coon, his gait is long. Ah, Landry's a Maine Coon! No, come on. No. Graves didn't tell you. Tell me what? That you're all secret cats? That doesn't make any sense. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. I'm sorry, Avery. I thought he told you. Is that why you're acting weird? You were keeping something this bonkers a secret? It's not easy to talk about. Whenever we leave the cafe grounds, we turn into cats. I'm surprised to hear Hayes pipe up, of all people. All cats. Cat people? It began around the time we started to work here. Graves calls it a curse. A curse. A curse? This is too much! Though, I don't know if everyone thinks of it that way. But wait, everyone? Is everybody at this cafe a secret cat? Yes? Graves too. Nobody has seen him as a cat, but it seems safe to assume. Am I going to turn into a cat too? Landry is not even looking at me anymore. He's avoiding eye contact as hard as he can. Hayes does the same. Neither answers. I'm going to turn into a cat. Oh, come on. Sorry, Avery. Maybe you can stop it? We don't know what causes the curse. Maybe if you talk to the others tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Sure, why not? Let's have a whole cat council. We can invite Hash Browns too. Is he also a person? I can see the fur between Hayes' shoulders raising on the end in a little ridge. Seeing that takes the wind out of my sails a bit. Yeah, alright. I'm too tired for this. This better be a weird dream or something. A weird work-induced hallucination. Sorry, Avery. Not listening to Talkie Cats anymore. Bye! The sun's barely gone down, but I'm a capital letter done with today. This is too much. Don't forget the good food this time. The canned stuff. Did someone just say something? There's nobody here but Mochi. Oh, for crap's sake. I find him standing next to the food bowl looking up at me with those expectant eyes. I gently nudge him with my foot. Did you just say that? Mrr. Nope, I'm done. I dump the rest of the canned food into the bowl and scurry out of the kitchen. Then I dump myself in bed. I don't even want to think about it right now. I'm just going to sleep in a real bed for once. Maybe sleep on the couch. So much is messing with my head. I don't usually close the door, but I think it's a good idea tonight. I don't want Mochi whispering to me in my sleep. And that'll be the end of the episode where I discover that, yes, my coworkers are cats. I didn't mean to ruin the surprise so early, but it happened. Anyway, there's a curse. Maybe I can solve the curse and uncat everybody and fall in love as well. It is a visual novel dating sim thing. But this is pretty cute so far. So thanks for watching. I hope you grab yourself a nice cup of coffee. And maybe even download the game for yourself and see where you can lead yourself to. Thanks guys. See you next time. Bye!